Welcome back. As the temperatures drop, Alyssa's been talking about that. There's something, just something about a hot bowl of soup that really hits the spot, which is timely because January is National Soup Month.
Makes sense. Conveniently, we've got Dietitian Holly Ruth here with a recipe you can try your hand at.
Right, and thank you so much for having me. And like you said, this is National Soup Month.
Yeah.
And with, January is the coldest month generally of the year, and today happens to be one of the coldest days that we've had thus far. So it goes to say that we're going to be making some soup today. And comfort foods is what we usually reach for when it comes to really cold weathers, but all comfort foods don't have to be high in calories, laden in fats. And so what I come up with was something that I'm very excited to share with you, because this is something that I've been making like throughout the winter, and I will tell you I have not had or suffered a cold at all, because this is so high in potassium and great vitamins, B vitamins, C, and what have you, and you'll see how easy it is to make. Now, a lot of people that make soups, they'll put all of their ingredients in the pan and they'll use the little emulsifier, but what I have found, what works for me, and it's so easy, is I just use my nice little bullet.
I'm fascinated that you do this, because I am the emulsifier.
Do you do that too?
So this is a good idea.
This is just a bullet.
We use a bullet at home. That's what we do.
And it's so easy. Now, usually I'll have a, if I'm making food for anyone, I'll put some gloves on, but I just fill it up just as you would a smoothie. I fill it up with greens. This has kale, spinach, chard, all those good things.
Dark leafy greens.
Then I'll even add some broccoli, little chopped broccoli.
That's what I smell, a lot of the broccoli.
Oh, absolutely. So about 4 cups of broccoli. And to thicken it, you can add potatoes, even cauliflower, some cannelli beans. I add my onion, and then the spices. The spices include some garlic. Just a touch of ginger, a little salt and pepper.
Ginger, wow, I would not have guessed that in that.
Just a touch of ginger. And one of my secret ingredients is the Lona Life collagen peptides, or the bone broth. And so I'll add the bone broth into my soup because it adds an additional 10 grams of protein. So that really makes it very high in protein. It's wonderful. You can add it with hot water, and it's just 1-to-1, 1 cup of bone broth to 1 packet of the Lona Life. You can take this with you. Of course, bone broth is wonderful for you.
You told us about this last year, and this is actually one of the top trending things going into 2020 is this on-the-go bone broth.
Oh, absolutely, because it has collagen in it, collagen peptides. And as we know with bone broth, basically it's really good for the hair, the skin, the nails, and even for gut health. So, and it adds that 10 grams of protein. So so I add that into it as well, and then I'll just put that together. I'll pulse it out. Just a little bit less than I would a smoothie, maybe 3 little pulses. Then I add it to my pan. I'll just let that cook up for about maybe 45 minutes, and then I've got my warm soup.
Oh my God.
Now I want to share the soup with you.
Yes, please.
Okay, and see what your thoughts are.
This is so interesting when we talk about the texture, because we talk about soups versus broths, but this is kind of in between almost.
It's kind of in between, and another thing that I'll do is I'll just add a little dollop of yogurt and see what you think about that. So just as you said, it is kind of in between because it has that collagen in it, which makes it just a little bit thicker and actually tastier. And that bone broth, basically, it has, just all of the good, the good nutrients from the bone in it.
That's so good.
And recently I went to Jamaica, and all of the stews that they make, they keep all the bones in it, and they chop it up in order to get that good marrow and to get that thickness in it. So they kind of had one step above us. So what are your thoughts?
It's so good. The thing I love about you coming on and doing the soup is, for some reason, soup is super intimidating to people because they're afraid it's not going to turn out the right way or whatever it may be. That was so easy. And
that was so easy. And as I said, I just used this NutriBullet. I think it just made it so easy just to keep on going, add on. Even if you have leftovers in the refrigerator, you can just add those, all the vegetables that you have. Don't throw them away. Even use the stems from your broccoli. Use the cauliflower, anything that you have. Especially, even sometimes we buy those packages of salads and they look like they might be going bad, or that last day. Use it on this soup.
This is like a game changer for me. I'm so glad you brought this tip up with the little bullet maker here. My goodness,
Right.
that's gonna make
Holly,
everything
you're
so
the
much
best.
easier.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
We
If you
love
have
when you
any
come on.
questions or any concerns you want to know more about the Lona Life, they're on all of the social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And if you have any questions of me, I'm at dietitianhruth.com.
Yes, follow
Thank you
Holly.
so
She's got
much,
the best
Holly.
recipes.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming in.